So, I'm Jesse Freeston. I'm a documentary filmmaker and cinematographer by profession. I spent more than a decade filming on the front lines of humanity's scramble for energy. And the big question that has arisen in that work for me is whether or not we can get off carbon without the help of our most controversial energy source, nuclear power. I want to add what I would call the golden suggestion. Don't avoid the toughest questions.
Je voulais juste t'appeler aujourd'hui pour t'annoncer que tu as été sélectionné pour les pitch porte-parole.
Yeah.
I've done quite a bit of controversial topic journalism and filmmaking over the years. I'm almost certain that this is going to be the topic that loses me the most friends. The big question I want to take on in this play is how to provide a dignified material life to all humans without burning things.
Vous avez peur, vous, du futur? Moi, non. Oui, bon, moins qu'avant, parce que j'ai un petit espoir d'avoir trouvé la solution à notre dépendance sur les fossil fuels. OK, pas moi, j'ai rien trouvé, on s'entend, mais je connais le gars qui l'a peut-être trouvé. OK, pas connaître comme connaître, il est mort depuis 80 ans. Des fois, c'est chiant l'espoir. But while he was alive, his name was Arthur Eddington.
Today we build great generating stations where load after load of coal is brought in to feed the monster. My vision is that someday this will no longer be needed. And instead of pampering the appetite of our engine with delicacies like coal or oil, we shall put it to work on a plain diet of atomic energy. And on that day, the barges, trucks, and cranes will disappear, and a year's supply of fuel for a power plant will be carried in a teacup.
Now, Eddington left out a few important details from his speech. Okay? I'm just going to put this here, okay? But the miracle that Eddington promised, the energy miracle, did happen. What I have here is a uranium fuel pellet. People have been talking a lot of shit about this little guy. You know, focusing on his faults, not a word about his qualities. And yeah, he's going to become nuclear waste. But right now, he has 1 million times more energy than the same amount of fossil fuels. 2 of these pellets can provide all the electricity that your average North American needs today for an entire year with 0 carbon emissions. And yet, 90 years after Eddington told all those oil barons to go look for a new job, we are burning more fossil fuels than we ever have. And it's growing. So this is the question that's living inside me. Why isn't the world already powered by nuclear energy? I don't get frustrated anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore when people don't share the same facts as me. I mean, what is any of us to do with all the information that we're exposed to? When you could find information to support any position, right? And that's one of the questions I'm going to try to answer in this play as well, is what makes any of us choose one position over another? The name of the play, That Which Cannot Be Split, this is the literal translation of the ancient Greek word atomus, the root of our word atom. But it could also apply to us, you know, and our challenge as a society. Because if we're going to respond effectively to stuff like climate change, we're going to need to start communicating a lot better and stop splitting like atoms into distrusting political factions. Some of the brightest minds of past and present believed that splitting atoms is the best way to make electricity. Now, this play is going to ask whether or not we should trust ourselves to do so. Perhaps more importantly, whether or not we have a choice. Thank you.